and welcome back to the Efficient Skillet. My name is Willie, and I hope that you're doing extremely well out there. I know that I am. Today's video is brought to you in part by Tools Lawn Care and Maintenance. Call Tools for residential or commercial, flower beds, patios, walkways, fire pits, flower bed maintenance. Tools also offers hardscaping, new irrigation install, and irrigation services. Winterize drain pipes, start up spring, examine your irrigation system. Let Tools handle your irrigation system for you. Call Tools Lawn Care and Maintenance today at 936-328-7447 and click their ad on our top headlines page. Today we're going to make smoked paprika chicken thighs. Okay, so when it comes to making baked paprika chicken breast thighs, I start out with a pack of thighs here. This pack has 10 of them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're gonna start out with these 10 chicken thighs. This will be enough to feed your family. So what you wanna do is take your thigh, if you see excessive skin like that, just cut that off and then leave the rest there. Now the next thing you wanna do is cut this bone out, and it's real easy. What I do is I take a nice quality pair of little scissors. It's real easy. You just cut along it like this, right along that bone, and you just kind of go around it this direction over here, on this side over here, I mean. Then further, a little bit further down here. And there goes my stupid cell phone. Because we want to cut these bones out of here. Now you want the skin, because one of the cool things about this dish is the skin is crispy. Whenever we bake it, that skin's gonna be real crispy and seasoned up and really good. So you want the skin, but you don't want the bones. There we go, and bone removed. There's one right there. Let's do another one. Cut off the excess skin. Cut the bone out. Once you trim the excess skin off of the chicken thighs and set them in a bowl, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 3 tablespoons of smoked paprika. And with the 3 tablespoons of smoked paprika, we're going to add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. We're gonna mix that around a little bit. I think that'll work. And then we're gonna take a teaspoon of olive oil and pour it right into that paprika mixture. And what you wanna do is just mix that olive oil with this paprika. And what it's gonna do is this is smoked paprika, and that's really what you need to use, not regular paprika, because smoked paprika has such an awesome flavor to it, man. It really does bring that smokiness flavor to the chicken without even having to go fire up your grill. It's really cool. It's great stuff. And what it does is when you add that olive oil, then it makes a pasty, sticky mixture. And what we want to do is take our paprika mixture and just mix it and just dump it into our chicken. And you gotta love the stickiness, because it sticks to this chicken real good. And then what you want to do is you want to marinate your chicken with this smoked paprika mixture. So just take your hands and just until it's thoroughly all over this chicken. Okay, once you got your paprika mixture all over the chicken, we're gonna set it aside and let it marinate. Take an 8-ounce pack of fresh mushrooms. Make sure you wash them first. And what you wanna do is chop these mushrooms up. Okay, once you have your mushrooms, your 8 ounces of fresh mushrooms chopped up, okay? Take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and put it in your electric skillet. I've got my skillet turned up all the way to 400. And then take your mushrooms, of course, and let's dump them in. stir these around, and we're gonna let them saute for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now that our mushrooms have been sauteing for about 3 to 4 minutes, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some black pepper and add that to our mushrooms, because, you know, if we didn't have black pepper in life, I probably would have to kill myself. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some garlic salt, not garlic powder, garlic salt. Take the garlic salt, and you're basically salting these to taste. Be careful, it's easy to over salt fresh mushrooms like this, so I used it a little sparingly, but I did definitely put it on there. And we're gonna let them saute for about another minute and a half. We're gonna turn our skillet off now and take our mushrooms out of the pan. If you'll notice, all the water that the mushrooms had is now evaporated. So we're gonna take our mushrooms out. We're gonna take 4 medium-sized potatoes and we're gonna chop them up. Now, I always wash my potatoes first. I love the peelings, so I don't like to take the peelings off. I just leave them right on there. And we're gonna chop all these 4 of these potatoes up. Boil the potatoes until they're soft and let them drain. Okay, here's where everything begins to get excited. We're gonna take this fairly large pan right here with a little rack on top. We're gonna take this rack out, and those potatoes we cooked earlier, we're just gonna dump them right in here like this. We're gonna salt and pepper these potatoes to taste. There's our pepper. Here comes the salt. I think that should do it. Then we're gonna take 1 medium-sized onion that I've chopped, and we're just gonna sort of sprinkle it all over these potatoes. Now we put the rack back on our pan, and then we're gonna take our chicken that we have that's been marinating in the smoked paprika, and we're gonna take our chopped mushroom mixture that we sauteed. And what you wanna do is take each piece of chicken and take a tablespoon. Well, and before I say that, you want to take the skin and not detach it, but just sort of lift it up a little bit and make room under there for the stuffing that we're gonna put in. There we go, kind of like that. And then you take a tablespoon of the mushroom mixture and you put it up under there, and then you just kind of press it and spread it around up under there like that. And as you do each one, you put them in their place. We all need to be put in our place once in a while. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Take your thigh, lift the skin up a little bit. Take a tablespoon of the mushroom mixture. Spread it all around. All the happiness and goodness and joy, just spread it all around. Move it to its place. Now that I've got all 10 of my chicken thighs, not breasts, thighs, chicken, boneless thighs done, and I got the mushrooms underneath them. They're marinated in the smoked paprika. You got the potatoes under there with the onions, and the whole concept with this right here is when we bake this in the oven, the fat from this chicken skin and this chicken is going to drip down into the onions and the potatoes with all its flavor and glory and mushroom flavor and all that. It's gonna drip down to the potatoes and onions. The skin's gonna become crispy and beautiful, and the whole thing's just gonna be like chicken heaven. With our oven preheated to 425 degrees, we're gonna pop our chicken in there. We're gonna leave it in there for 30 minutes at 425. Malls, what? Okay, our chicken's been cooking for 30 minutes at 425. Let's take a look. Oh, baby. And here we go. Man, that looks good. Now you'll notice this, all this skin is nice and crispy. That's why we left the skin on there. Plus you got mushrooms that's been sauteed, chopped up, sauteed, and cooked and seasoned with garlic and put under there. And then we got the potatoes and onions beneath all of this heavenly paradise. So let's take a look at all this. Now what I like to do is take the chicken thighs off of here and then put them on like this right here, a cooling rack, and get to the potatoes and onions. And at this point, you just want to get some of these potatoes and onions out of here. Put them on your plate. Now the orange that you see down there, yes, it has chicken fat in there, but the reason for that color is the smoked paprika that drizzled down from the chicken. And then with your potatoes and stuff there, what you want to do is take one of these chicken thighs and set it right on top like that. And there you go. That's a meal right there. Okay, so let's cut into our chicken and see what we got. I'm going to cut it right down the middle here. There we go. We got mushrooms there. We got the nice crispy skin. There's no bone in it because we cut the bone out already before we cooked it. So let's take a bite, shall we? Get some potatoes and onions. Get some chicken up on here. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh man. You know, one of the great things I love about chicken is if you do it right, you're allowed to use a word like succulent to describe it. Chicken is succulent if you do it right. You got the potatoes here. You got the crispy skin chicken thigh that's all seasoned up. You got the smoked paprika. So what you do is you throw you some potatoes on there. You put the chicken on top of that and just walk away. Just walk away. And you'll be happy. So anyway, we hope you try it and we hope you like it. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. If you want to comment, make any comments you want to make below, and you can email us. efficientskillet@gmail.com. Make America great again.